We are close to the January update. In the Fate to Silence community, there is a hot discussion going on about the difficulty level of the game. It's often referred to as the 6 life discourse, as you only have 6 lives until you have to start all over again.
Oh no, I'm gonna die, aren't I? Oh, no! Oh.
I strongly believe we have to address this topic. Therefore, tough decisions need to be made.
About the game?
I believe some of the team and some of the community will hate me for that. Actually, I believe all will hate me.
I suck at survival games.
I'm a big fan of die and retry and permadeath in games, so this whole life system came as kind of a shock to me.
Und tot. Endlich sind wir tot. Der Kreislauf beginnt von neuem. Ja, ist klar.
Fate to Silence takes part in a harsh environment, so I want it to be a hard game.
I think we are right on track with the difficulty. I feel challenged yet progressing, but I do believe that for some people there should be difficulty choices in terms of survivability.
I would say more difficulty and less lives is the way to go.
Of course, if you master the game as a good player, you should be able to beat it.
And I don't think it's that hard, but I made the game, so maybe I'm biased, but in general I think it works out well as it's currently designed.
In my opinion, the game can be difficult, but it shouldn't be brutal because the player might get bored.
That's awesome! That's awesome! What on the... Oh my god! What?
Okay.
Hi, City.
Yeah, we have the meeting today. You know, we have the first major update coming up, Hope, and we would just like to discuss some of the community feedback we got so far. So what are the main pain points in the community?
Well, right now the 2 main points is our 6 life system and the difficulty of the game.
Okay.
That's the 2 heated topics all the time.
So is there a clear tendency, people saying it's too hard, or?
Well, some people like that we have the difficulty we have. Some people are a little tired of getting tasks thrown in their head. Some people want a little more lives and some people want a little less. You know, it's a game that caters for a lot of people and a lot of people want more possibilities.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I just realized that there was some really emotional discussions about that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's nice to see that we have a community that's so happy and so forward with their thoughts and ideas.
But some were not that happy with the 6 lives only.
Yeah, but
so far everybody has been civil about it.
Yeah. Also, we got good feedback from a guy called Starburner with about 5 pages of feedback. That was really good.
Oh yeah, cool.
Yeah, he has kept me up more than one night just to read through everything.
Same here. Same.
Yeah.
So what do you think we need to address this this difficulty level in some way for the update?
I think we should at least make the possibilities there for people to choose. I mean, we have some fans that is die-hard fans that really love to get beaten around every corner. We have some people that really love the game but would like it a little bit easier. So I think we should make it possible to adjust a little bit.
Let's see what we can do. Definitely, we had anyway plans, but maybe we need to tackle that point earlier than originally planned. Okay, thank you very much, City. See you soon.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
We need to tackle somehow the concerns of the community regarding the difficulty, so what they call the 6 life problem.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. You gonna fight me? What are you doing?
Oh, shit.
What the heck? I'm dead. Wow. Ring around ring.
Mm-hmm. Do we have something for that, for the January update?
So, I don't. Just because of the fact that I was looking at this today, this is practically 1/3 of the team is or has been sick, so things are a bit back to back at this point for that update.
Okay. Yeah. But it's very, very important because we are early access. That means we need to react to the community.
So we reviewed the community feedback actually. There are a couple of things we would like to do, but we need to push the new follower, the introduction of the daughter, and the snow gameplay feature, including the weather effect, to end of February, basically.
Would we be able to deliver shipland?
That is in the list as well, yes.
So that's also need to be postponed to February then?
Yeah. Yes, exactly. We do have something that would make the game a bit easier. It's the first level of the catch-up mechanisms. But in order to finalize that, we need to move people to that feature, take away from the other ones.
So for the stuff we need to postpone, it would include also the weather system overhaul?
Yes, it would. It's almost done, but if there's not enough eyes on it, it's a technical risk. We have to mitigate.
The FX artist won't like it.
I know, I don't like it either, but you can never foresee people being sick, quite honestly. That's the situation.
So we need to go for the catch-up mechanism to address the difficulty stuff. So we need to postpone the other stuff.
Okay, that we can do. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. No problem.
Hey Christopher, today you are the weatherman. So you will support or deliver us a complete overhaul of the weather effects?
I can tell a bit about it.
That would be nice. So that's the stuff you have on the screen right now.
Right. So basically the weather consists of three components. One is the most ordinary thing is the camera bound effects, like flakes around the camera or this drifting snow powder you can see. So that's basically that's the base layer of the weather mood. Then second, there is a decal, which I use. I can show it in a second. I use to simulate a snow drift on the ice field. So if I change the weather mood, you see it's fading in. And
so that's you just activated it, that we get this.
Yeah, in game it will fade a bit more smoothly, and yeah, decal is basically a texture projection, if you want, on the environment, and in this case it's animated. Here you saw a transition between one weather mood into the other, and also the decal changed a bit, and the third part is actually, these are particle effects which are positioned in the world.
That's extremely impressive.
So that's actually the side view. It's basically a face. You can see it's using particle cutouts. That means it's not an ordinary square or rectangle, but it supports more the shape of the actual texture, the actual used space on and that we use to avoid a lot of overdraw. If you have a lot of layers on top, the calculation gets more and more expensive, and therefore we try something like this. And what you can see here is it has this directional part which moves into wind direction, but when you look from here, it actually fades in another texture. So it's view dependent. And this way you get a volumetric impression.
I remember a discussion about that part, where we said that's something that's never happened before in a video game.
Here I'm also using these motion vector shape material, and if I turn off the motion vectors, you see the stepping. And that's very ugly. But to avoid this, I would lower the resolution and increase the frame number. But this is actually the way around this. So we so this way you get actually best of both worlds: low memory cost, high resolution, and no stepping.
And it looks incredible. So thank you very much. That was a very interesting insight. After quite some discussions, we finally decided to focus the Hope update on the catch-up mechanism to address the 6 life problems, how it's called. So we really would like to keep up with responding to the community requests during our early access. We left the weather overhaul in so that you can enjoy some nice cool effects done by Christopher. We hope you will enjoy the update. Let us know how you like it on Steam, Facebook, Twitter, wherever, and see you on the next episode of BFG Unlocked. Cheers. What's up?
Yeah, Ono just told him the weather effects update will be postponed to the February milestone.
He didn't take it too well.